Equivalent fractions involve more than one fraction. We take a fraction and find out another fraction, which is equal in value to that fraction. Let us consider 4 circles. Divide the first circle in 2 equal parts and shade one part. Divide the second circle in 4 equal parts and shade 2 parts. Now, divide the third circle in 6 equal parts and shade 3 parts. Lastly, divide the fourth circle in 8 equal parts and shade 4 parts. We can observe that the same part of the circle is shaded in all the figures. Thus, 1 upon 2, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 6, 4 upon 8 represent the same portion of the circle and are equal. 1 upon 2 equals 2 upon 4 equals 3 upon 6 equals 4 upon 8. All these are equivalent fractions. To form equivalent fractions of a given fraction, the numerator and the denominator are multiplied or divided by the same number. By multiplying or dividing the numerator and the denominator of a fraction by the same number, except 0, its value does not change. For example, let us find the equivalent fractions of 1 upon 2. Multiplying the numerator and the denominator by 2, we get 2 upon 4. Multiplying the numerator and the denominator by 3, we get 3 upon 6. Thus, 1 upon 2 equals 2 upon 4 equals 3 upon 6.
Might have a problem that looks like this, finding the missing numbers. In this case, you have to find the number that is missing. So what I like to do is I like to look at my numbers from left to right and see, okay, if my numbers from left to right are increasing, you are going to multiply to find the missing number. So ask yourself, 8 times what is equal to 16? And the answer to that is 2. 8 times 2 is equal to 16, which means whatever you do on the bottom, you do to the top. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. The answer here is 2/8 is equal to 4/16. These two fractions are equivalent fractions. Let's try another one. My numbers from left to right are increasing, not the value of the fractions, because these two are going to be equivalent fractions. They're going to be equal in value, but just the numbers. So since they're increasing, that means I'm going to multiply. So I ask myself, 1 times what is equal to 3? The answer is 3. 1 times 3 is equal to 3. So 5 times 3 is equal to 15. That means 1/5 is equal to 3/15. Now, look at this example. The numbers from left to right are decreasing. Not the value of the fraction, just the numbers. That means I am going to divide. So I'm going to ask myself, 6 divided by what equals 1? So that would be 6. 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1. So whatever I do on the top, I have to do on the bottom. 18 divided by 6 is equal to 3. So 6/18 is equal to 1/3. Here's another example. My numbers from left to right are decreasing, which means I am going to divide. Ask yourself, 15 divided by what is equal to 3? The answer here would be 5. So 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1. This means 5/15 is equal to 1/3. And that's how you can find the missing number when you're looking for
simplification of fraction. To simplify a fraction means converting a fraction to its lowest term. We can do it by dividing numerator and denominator by their common factor, by the same number which is their common factor. Let's understand how. Let's take a fraction 6 by 18. To simplify this fraction, let's write what all numbers can divide both 6 and 18 without leaving a remainder. Or in other words, let's write in whose table we have both 6 and 18. In 2's table we have both 6 and 18. There is one more number 3. In 3's table also we have 6 and 18, and in 6's table also we have 6 and 18. Now let's take the biggest number among them and divide both numerator and denominator by this number. So when we divide 6 by 6 we get 1, and when we divide 18 by 6 we get 3. Now we cannot find any number other than 1 that can divide both 1 and 3 without leaving a remainder. So 1 by 3 is the lowest term or simplified form of 6 by 18. To understand how to simplify, let's take one more example. 36 by 54. Now let's write what all numbers can divide both 36 and 54 without leaving a remainder. Or let's write in whose table we have both 36 and 54. So 2, 3, 6 and 9 are the numbers we can think of that can divide both 36 and 54 without leaving a remainder. In their tables we can find both 36 and 54. Let's take the biggest number and divide both of them. So when we divide it, we have 9 4s are 36 and 9 6 are 54. That is, 36 divided by 9 is equals to 4, and 54 divided by 9 is equals to 6. But after dividing 36 and 54 by the biggest number we could think of, we got 4 by 6. It is not in the lowest term, because we can see that there is a number 2 which can divide both 4 and 6 without leaving a remainder. So we need to simplify this 4 by 6 further. So when we divide this 4 by 6 by 2, we see that 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. That is, 2 divides the 4 2 times and 2 divides the 6 3 times. We have 2 and 3. We cannot find any number other than 1 which can divide both the numbers. So 2 by 3 is the simple or simplified form of 36 by 54.